Welcome to my channel once again. This is Spherical first trade. If you are a stock trader, this particular video is for you. You are going to see what you will be focusing in this upcoming week, because in this video I will be giving an insight on three major stocks I will be also looking at. If I see any possible entries, I will take them. So let's go into the analysis. But before that, if you are if this is the first time you are seeing my channel, please kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share to your friends also to benefit from the knowledge I'm giving out here. So let's just go straight. Here we see that this market having a downtrend, and there is a break of structure here. There's a break of structure there. Then also there is a surprise zone above here. You can see it. There's a surprise zone above here, so we're going to mark it out. Is a clear supply zone. Another block. In that supply zone, there's another block. I just mark the other block. See it here. So this is the other block. Sorry, this is the other block. Let me mark it out clearly well. So this is where we have the other block. So we're going to go down to 4 hours to check for more key levels, because I take key levels on one day and 4 hours. That is where I normally take my key levels. Now the way I dey mark my key levels. So let's adjust this. Our break of structure in one day. This is it. So then here we have a something that look like a point of interest. So let's just mark it out as a key level. Then we're going to confirm that in lower time frame. Like I told you, my key levels, I mark them in one day and 4 hours. Then I take structures I will trade in 1 hour. So then if you see here, this market looking like the candlesticks pattern. I saw a bullish engulfing pattern, candlestick here. So the market is kind of trying to the reverse. So let's just go to 1 hour and see if there is a reversal there, if there is a market structure shift there. Okay. So you can see, if you can see, this is the previous, we say the last lower high the market made, this point. You can see it. You can see it clearly. Yes, you can see it. So, and the market has break above it. So, the market has changed structure. So, we'll have there our market structure shifts. Then this is the last lower low. Market sweep it and move up, break the higher lower high. And is there any point of interest we are seeing? Let me zoom more. Let me know if there is a point of interest like other block or demand zone. Definitely there is a demand zone there. As far as the market shift structure, so there is a demand zone there. So let's zoom it more and see what we have here. Okay, good. So if you can see clearly, let me mark it out. We have another block here. So this is another block, a very beautiful point of interest. Other block that happened to be also a demand. So this is another block. You see it? It is clear. So is there anything validating it? Yes, there is fair value gap here. You can see it. You can see it. There is a fair value gap here. You can see it. It is clear. Fair value gap unmitigated. You can see it unmitigated. Is there any other thing I will validate? Is there any liquidity that market will sweep to touch at that point of interest? Yes, there is, which is this one. So this is a very pretty point of interest. I will take it. Once markets come down there, I will look for an entry in 15 minutes. Then I will take it from there. You can see this is liquidity. This is liquidity. Let's label it. I label my liquidity with dollar sign. So this is liquidity. And if we can also see, we know that actually what is about to happen here is turtle soup concepts. People that know about turtle soup concepts, but I don't want to be teaching you about the turtle soup concepts. So, but it's actually a liquidity sweep concept. So you see it, there's been accumulation here. So we're expecting markets as it is showing 1 hour pin bar. The market closed as 1 hour pin bar. So we're expecting something like this into this demand zone, and then to the opposite side, to the opposite side. So this is what I'll be expecting. Now, here in this 4 hour, that key level we're marking 4 hour, which is here, there's no clear point of interest I'm seeing here in 1 hour. So I will be considering everything here as a liquidity. So I'll be considering this as a liquidity, as equal high liquidity, as equal high liquidity. I'll be considering this as a liquidity point. I'm considering this as a liquidity point. So let me check if there is any point of interest above it that market will be respecting. Let's find. Okay, see. Okay, I have another one here. This is a supply zone. You can see it. This is a supply zone. This is a supply zone. So here will be our target. Then we are going to, let me delete this one. It's not necessary. So I'll be expecting to buy this market from here. I'll be buying from there. Then I'll be setting my stop loss here, just below here. That is 40 pips. So I'll be taking this trade with confirmation due to it past 20 to 30 pips. So it's 40 pips. So I'll be taking it with confirmation. So we'll be targeting this supply zone. We'll be targeting this supply zone. We'll be targeting this supply zone. So this is pretty 25 pips, close to 26 pips. This is 25 pips. So this is what will be my setup this week on USOIL. Once this market swoop into this POI, I will long it from here to this supply zone. I will not be going beyond that. I will not be going beyond that. So let's just check US32 and know if we have something we can trade there. So in this US30, we can see that this market have been doing zigzag movements, sluggish movement here. All these things to me are the fact that I can take them as engineered liquidity. So where do we have any possible point of interest that has not been tested? I think here we have a point of interest here, which is a demand zone. Market has not tested. So, because I told you I'm marking key level in one day and 4 hours. So here too, we have a change of character in 1 day time frame. You can see that this is a change of character, pure change of character in 1 day time frame, which is signifying that this market is going to sell down to this demand zone. So let's just label it change of character. So it's an indication, and we once have a supply zone that caused that change of character, which is this point, this small doji candlestick. That is where we have our supply zone, and the market has tested on it, and it has been showing a kind of C curve, like it's about to sell. We'll confirm. We're going to find out. Uh, we're going to find out in 4 hours. So let's just take mark out this liquidity point because it's a draw on liquidity point. This points, this liquidity market will be targeting to sweep it. So I'll mark it out too. So we have gotten a clear direction of where the market is going, because there's no more point of interest here. This one has been mitigated. You can see this point mitigated this other block. So market has used it to push above here. And there's no valid point of interest anymore here except from this demand zone here. Except from this demand zone we have here. Let's label it this demand zone. Except from this demand zone. So you can see it except from this demand zone. So from here, let's just go to 4 hours and see if we have some confirmation like okay, like head and shoulder pattern and all that. So here, okay, definitely we have something like that here. You see that the market has tapped into this 1 day supply zone twice. First one, second one. And if you can be observant, you will see that this market within here has been ranging. Market has been ranging from this zone. Let me mark those 2 points here. From here, you can see it from here. This market has been ranging within this zone. You can see it. This point is a ranging market. So market has been ranging in this point. From here, see it has been ranging, but it has eventually swooped this as a liquidity. It has swooped it and it closed within here. Not only that it closed within here, it's also giving us a reversal chart pattern, which is a head and shoulder pattern. You can see it is very, very clear. Those that trade pattern will also like this trade. I don't trade pattern often, but I use them as general knowledge also. You can see the market make high here, come make low, then it move up, sweep both this liquidity point here and the above one, which is the major range. So you sweep it, it come up, it come down here, it move up to this point, it broke structure and it left the supply zone. And that supply zone is our POI, where the market will be reversing from. You can see it, and the market has entered into it. You can see it, market has entered into it already. You can see that. You can see that pretty clear. It's very, very, very obvious. You can see it. So I will be expecting this market to sell from here, to sell from there, but I will trade that with a section, because I hope this might be happening in London section. It might be happening in London section. So I will take my entry there. My stop loss just above here. Nothing more than that. Just above there. Then where will be my take profits? Definitely the objective target should be here. The objective target should be here. Because as market has swept the above external range, let me label it external range. Let me just label this as external range so you will understand better what I mean. External range, liquidity. Also, here is also another external range liquidity, because this market has been consolidating within these two range, and you will see that. So this is upper external range liquidity and the lower external range liquidity. So, and the market has shown us that is interested to come down here, then validating that too with these two inner liquidity points. So market will sweep it. So That is it. So because any liquidity point is a draw on liquidity point. So draw on liquidity is a point that attracts markets, towards that point. So now, considering that we don't have a valid, okay, we have something that look like a valid point of interest here, but we have something that look like a valid point of interest here in fireworks. We have it here. So we'll be trading it with caution because I wanted to sell down to that sell side liquidity I marked on there. There's a point of interest here, but I doubt if it will hold. I doubt because markets will likely react on it and sweep it because there's a major demand here where investors will be interested to buy from. So these points might not push this market or might not reverse this market trend completely. So we'll be targeting to sell here till reach here to take profit here. Then if the volatility the market is selling is too much, I'll be targeting this this sell side liquidity. Let me label it sell side liquidity. That 1 day sell side liquidity will mark out that time. So sell side liquidity. So I'll be targeting this sell side liquidity. So that is it for US30. That is it for US30. And you need to know that US30 and the US500, they all look alike. Just watch what we have here. You see everything how it is. Do you see everything how it is? So let's just check US 500. This is US 500. This is US 500. Can you see that? Can you see that? It is exactly the same. Exactly the same. So I will just focus, I will just focus on marking out the same point of interest we have. See it, this is a point of interest. And also, this is a two liquidity points we'll be targeting. If market started selling, we'll be targeting this pure in US 500, unlike in US 30. Then I have other liquidity point like here now. They are the targets. They are the targets. I'm marking it out. Is there any valid point of interest here? All these things are still liquidity points that are unswept. They are still liquidity because I'm checking out where we are going to take profit if we are going to sell this market. So these things are liquidity point. Then we have a demand zone, a point of interest here, breaker block at the same time with demand zone. That is what we have here. So let's just mark it out. But I'm not going to sell from there to this point because unless I open two position, I will leave one learning. Why I will take profit on one, I will take partial profit on one. So you can see here, it is actually the same thing we have. Then let me check here and know if there is any valid point of interest here that can reverse the market. There's no valid point of interest here that can reverse market. So we'll be targeting at least here. Let's just target here. So we'll be targeting here. If we sell, we'll be targeting here. We'll be targeting here. So we'll be targeting this point. Then let's say confirm what we have here. That is a break of market structure here. The market move up, it come down, it move up again, it change character here. You can see it. It change character here like it did in US30. There's a market structure shift here. There's a market structure shift here. You can see it. So then the market has not tapped in the 4 hours order block. So we will be selling from here with confirmation. With confirmation. With confirmation. We go down to 1 hour and see. Then we go down to 1 hour. So we'll be selling down to this point, at least to this point. You can see it clearly now. This is what we have. Let's just check out in 1 hour and know what that is happening there too. I know if okay here it is pretty clear. This is the supply zone. So market has shown a little rejection going up to sweep this high. Then we'll be expecting to sell here too. Then we still have another point of interest here. So we're going to trade with caution. Yeah, I can see that we have another point of interest here, which is still falling within this big range. In forex, you gotta be very careful, or else you will be liquidated. You will be a liquidity, because they say whenever you fail to see the liquidity, know that you already the liquidity. Understand? Thank God I saw it now. This is a liquidity also. So this point of interest, I will not be taking it if I didn't see a proper confirmation in 15 minutes time frame that the market has changed trend. So reverse to downtrend. Because of this thing I saw here, because of this point of interest I saw here. Sorry, because of this liquidity I saw here. This is a liquidity. You can see it's a liquidity because when people were selling here, they will put their stop loss here. Even I that analyze this now, would it have been that I take this trade? Where will I put my stop loss? Is it not above here? I'll put my stop loss above here. And the market always targets people's stop loss to sweep them out. You get? And this is our range, and this market is consolidating. You can see it clearly, even though that it has changed structures here. Like it has broken a lot of points, break of structure, like you have broken a lot of them. So, but within this zone, we are still trading a ranging market. Here is still ranging because why is because normally in a normal trending market, as this market break this structure here, it would have bought from here and continue. But it's few people here because it's ranging, it's trying to, do a lot of manipulation and sweep people, gather a lot of money and go each way. And see here, we have this. So I will not be, I will change my point of interest to here. Or else I see 15 minutes change of trend at that first zone I marked. I mean, I'll be taking a shot from there. But for now, I'll be considering here the most safest point of interest to trade, the most safest. That is very, very safe. This is not too safe. That is not too safe. So we'll be looking at this point why our eyes will still be at this level where market, which is that 4 hours order block. There is the possibility that that 4 hour order block can put this market, revert this market down to sweep this liquidity here. There is still possibility that the market will continue moving, break it because of these two equal highs that market made here. So we are going to trade with caution. So what am I saying is either we saw something like this, then in 15 minutes time frame, we will be seeing something like this. In 15 minutes, now in 15 minutes, we'll be seeing something like this. If I see something like this, eventually see something like this, in 15 minutes in this zone, I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to short it from here down. I'm going to short it from there because it is telling me that the market has changed trend in 15 minutes in this zone. So, but if I didn't see something like that and the market did not give me anything like that, I will not take it. I will wait. I will patiently wait to see it happen at this zone. To see it happen at this zone, then I will short it from there.